Selamat Hari Raya semua. Okay, nama saya Karis.
Nama saya Sugit.
Kalau korang tengok vlog ni, kami sekarang ni ada kat KL. Vlog ni rekod kat Penang. The purpose of our vlog is to introduce ourselves to our fellow Malaysians. Who are we? Siapa sebenarnya? Pasangan suami isteri Cina dengan India ni dalam YouTube. Jadi dalam vlog ni lah kami akan cakap Melayu. Okay, kami dah vlog ni dah start hujung tahun 2020. That was the end of the COVID year. Sebelum ni I buat benda lain, I transition over to YouTube buat ni lah. Kita orang ni tinggal kat mana? Lahir kat mana?
Kita orang tinggal kat Penang, lahir dekat Penang juga.
Orang Penang?
Ya, betul.
Bukan orang Kelantan. Umur berapa?
Umur I cuba teka.
Umur kami 29. Sebelum ni kami tak vlog dalam bahasa Melayu, selalu dalam bahasa English because I usually converse in this language. Dalam vlog sebelum ni pun vlog tu I cuba cakap dalam bahasa Tamil. Jadi kalau korang interested nak tengok vlog tu, I akan letak link kat sini ke atau kat sini ya.
Atau kat sini.
I akan tanya dia soalan, dia akan jawab.
I akan tanya balik soalan dan you jawab.
Okay, moving on. Fun fact, I lebih tua daripada dia.
1 bulan 1 hari je.
1 bulan 1 hari.
Tak banyak pun.
Tak banyak pun. Bila I muda, I suka lelaki lebih tua. Jadi masa teenager yang ada, I memang suka lelaki tua. Jadi apa yang I suka,
lelaki yang tua daripada you.
Lelaki yang lebih
tua.
Lelaki yang lebih tua. I memang suka lelaki lebih tua daripada umur saya.
I'm already sweating here. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, just a funny story, just a very funny story. Growing up, always like older guys, and for that it's like I guess it's because of my parents' age gap and the age gap between me and my brother. So I think back then I always equate age with maturity, and when I grew up I found out that's not accurate takeaway from life. You can't ask me like why do I like dark chocolate? I just like, I just like. And then on the other hand, it's like, okay, you cannot equate maturity with age. Just because a guy is older doesn't mean he's more mature. Doesn't mean that he's mature. And just because a guy is younger doesn't mean he's childish. That's the takeaway from life.
Basically, apa yang dia try cakap ya, umur dengan maturity bukan benda yang sama.
Bukan benda yang sama, tak boleh samakan.
Umur you boleh 18 tahun tapi fikiran you macam orang yang 40 tahun. So you can
fikiran tu matang bukan
ya.
Umur tu bukan it's not a determiner sifat kematangan. Ya. Jadi laki ni lah matang lah kalau pun muda daripada I.
Malu.
Makanan kegemaran.
Ini orang Malaysia nasi lemak lah. Tapi I tak berlemak pun. Makanan kegemaran you?
Makanan kegemaran I masakan Cina. Bila I kecil-kecil, I memang suka cuba makanan bangsa lain. Like I like trying Indian food, I like trying Thai food, I like trying all sorts of food from different culture. But the older I get, lagi I lebih tua, I rasa I go back to my own
roots.
Yes, I go back to my own food that I was raised up with. Makanan yang I dibesarkan sejak kecil lagi.
Just love nasi lemak. Even though it's not doesn't belong to Indians, but it's very.
I pun suka makan nasi lemak.
Just reminds me of home.
Because you buy on the roadside.
Whenever you leave Malaysia, like cuti dekat negara lain, then you rindu nasi lemak, then you try cari nasi lemak dekat negara tu, then tapi nasi lemak tu tak sedap dekat Malaysia ni. Dan when you come back to Malaysia, you makan yang tepi jalan, nasi lemak bungkus kat tepi jalan tu, feeling tu lain macam lah. Susah nak explain dekat sini. Yeah.
Dah pergi luar negara ke?
Aduh.
doesn't count. Favorite music?
Favorite music? Pop.
Yeah. I like all sorts of music genre, but the most that I play is pop, EDM. I suka EDM. I memang suka musik EDM. I suka lagu yang rancak. You can dance too. Okay, I found out recently apa lagu apa genre apa I yang suka. I memang suka muzik India. Lagu tu yang dapat Oscar yang nama dia Natu. What's the meaning?
Tak cukup India.
I tak cukup India. I suka lagu tu sebab boleh nari. I'm not good at dancing, but it's a very dancing song and I love dancing fast-paced songs.
Heard.
Okay, heard, sister, heard. I feel like this question is going to really hit here. Are you in the profession you dreamed of when you were a child?
Masa budak kecil-kecil dulu, memang cita-cita I nak jadi banyak benda lah. I nak jadi doktor, I nak jadi pilot. Akhirnya buat kerja lain juga.
Pilot you cannot. Pilot
Sebab
kena ada vision
sebab
2020.
ada silau dengan rabun jauh.
I'm also short-sighted and I have astig. So yeah. Am I in the profession that I dreamed of when I was a child? No. Bila I kecil, cita-cita I yang paling pertama yang I memang suka nak buat tu pengarang buku cerita. There are a lot of things that I wanted to become growing up. Lagi I nak jadi rockstar, lagi I nak jadi something else. But the one thing that stuck with me is that I want to be a novelist. And sampai umur sekarang ni pun I pun nak jadi seorang pengarang buku cerita. Just waiting to see how in the future. Bila I kecil, I pun nak jadi seorang wartawan. Cuba tanya kenapa.
Apa tengok TV3 banyak?
Tengok TV3 masa kecil ya. Semua drama tu Melayu, I memang suka tengok. Tak sebab nak interview favourite celebrity. I wanted to interview Jeremy Sampter.
Well,
Dia ni memang celebrity crush I yang paling pertama. Yang movie Peter Pan. He's so cute. Bila dia kecil, dia cute. Tapi sekarang ni dia besar, tak cute kan? Sorry, I mean I don't think he's gonna watch this also. I mean I had a huge crush on Jeremy Sampter, so much so that I even wrote in my diary as a little girl. Yang dari McD yang bagi percuma bila you drive through. My brother can testify to this. Dia akan saksi ni bila I memang gilakan celebrity tu. I feel like right now they'll Google who was Jeremy Sampter from Peter Pan.
Malaysian artist. Celebrity crush. It's got to be Siti Nurhaliza lah for me, like growing up as a kid.
Yes, yeah.
Like
I love
Academy
her
Fantasia.
I love her voice. Bila I kecil, masa kecil I tengok banyak drama Melayu. There is a
I
few.
remember watching Buat Bawang Putih, but I don't think it's seperti Bawang Putih Bawang Merah that was so good.
Isn't it Indonesian?
Indonesian, yeah, but
My first favourite live host, I guess, would be the Club Disney Malaysia Abang Nas. Hi. You made my childhood. Every time you see his face, okay, cartoon is coming on. There'll be Club Chiki Malaysia, and then after that is Club Disney Malaysia. No, wait, it's Chiki Hour and then Club Disney Malaysia. Chiki Hour is at 10:30, then Club Disney Malaysia either is at 11 or 11:30. So I wake up early in the morning as a kid. I would get up just to watch cartoons. That was the life lah. That was the life growing up. If you could afford any car, which car would you drive?
Kereta teman I, Nissan GTR yang lampu bulat tu.
Apa lampu bulat tu? Macam mana penonton boleh bayangkan?
Otak besar lampu bulat.
Okay, why do you like that car so much?
No, it's just
cuba cerita, apa cerita?
There's no cheater. It's just something that I saw on the road and I fell in love with it.
In the road here in Malaysia.
Yeah, there's a few in Malaysia.
I thought you like this because of Fast and Furious.
No, nothing to do with nothing to do with
Serious?
Paul
Why
Walker.
you have that model in the room there?
Because I love that Nissan.
Okay, Nissan GTR.
Yeah.
Vroom vroom. If I could afford any car, I love vintage cars. I really love vintage cars. The aesthetic of it, yes. Tapi kat dalam ni tak ada aircon, jadi boleh mati. Panas gila boleh mati.
Maintenance tinggi.
Maintenance tinggi. I suka estetik kereta yang lama, like from the 50s, 40s.
Kereta pun maintenance tinggi, orang pun maintenance tinggi.
Habiskan frasa ni. The way to my heart is
Way to my heart is a good plate of nasi lemak.
Jawapan I pun sama. The way to my heart is through my stomach. Another way to put it is like the fastest way to become my best friend is if you feed me. Just feed me. Kami dah sampai ke penghujung vlog ni. Jadi soalan yang I akan tanya adalah,
Come on, give it to me.
what do you think is the meaning of life?
Ooh, that's deep. Meaning of life. Not expecting that question at all. Why don't you answer it first?
What do I think is the meaning of life? Apakah erti kehidupan ni ya? The meaning of life I think is you have to place emphasis on the journey of life rather than the destination. Because I know that okay, kami buat vlog ni macam I equate this to art. It's like making art. Like whether you dance, whether you sing, whether you compose music, all that is art. So I feel like your journey through life, your personal development, that is also art. So yeah, I feel like you should, despite of, no matter how bad your past is, I feel that journey through life, the getting better, and not to say that you won't make mistakes along the way. It is the good, the bad, the learning through life. That I feel like your life is art.
Art?
So yeah, that's my answer.
Life to me, I would say it's like it's whatever happiness you have, like whatever good things that you have gained in life, just spread it to everyone around you. Yeah, just spread happiness around. That's what life should be.
Yes, you should be each other's supporter, cheerleader. That sort of thing. I feel like that's what you won't lose in life. You'll gain more in life. You know, just I mean, even if you don't gain anything, just spread the love. Just
That was not necessary at all.
Selamat Hari Raya kami ucapkan kepada semua. Balik kampung, balik kampung, hati girang. Oh, she's not happy. She's not happy.
Senyum lah sikit.
Okay, kalau korang tak tahu siapa ni ya, kami tak introduce kucing kita. Tak happy dah, tak happy. Okay, nama dia, hi, say hi to everyone. Nama dia Perez. She's my firstborn child. My firstborn child. Dah bulu sudah keluar dah. Tak happy dah.
I think she's annoyed.
Satu lagi kucing, dia second born. Dia ni, he's male cat. Kucing jantan. Dia ni bising sangat. Bukan ni, yang satu lagi.
I think she wants to sleep.
Okay, bye. Say bye to everyone. Say bye. Bye.
So we're gonna continue this in KL, is it? Or what?
She's annoyed. Look at her tail.
Okay. Enough.
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, much better.
Oh.
Okay, let's go.
Panas gila. Perez.
Yeah.
Not now.